No comparison. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, gadget, yeah. Sassy, bougie, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what was happening? What was happening? Bitch, I was savage. Hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low this wine. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this thing. I be talking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain.
Please don't write my name in the ice. Who that be peeking up in the bushes? Who that be? Write my name in the ice.
Got this shit from Tina. I pop my shit, now watch me pop up again.
What is good, y'all? What is going on, everybody? What is good? What is going on, everybody? Y'all, I just wanted to come and give y'all a little evening surprise. I'm not going to be here long with y'all, though. Oh, man. It's been interesting, to say the least. I figured this would be a nice little time for me to pop my cherry over here, y'all. Pop my cherry. What's good, Miss Pretty Wings? Popping my cherry over here on this dang on channel. And I'm just going to talk about a couple of things that I've seen today. Some things that I've looked at and witnessed. What's good, Robbie? Thank you. I'm witnessing a lot, I must say. First off, I want to go to my community wall on my J Dunn channel. I've shared a couple of things over here on the community wall that I would like for you all to take note of. So, let me go to share my screen. Y'all, I figure it's time for me to start trying to put this channel to use, but I'm just going to do like little short lives over here, not much. I feel like my long drawn out lives where I'm probably going to be like doing panels and stuff, I'll keep it on my original channel, but then over here, I just want to utilize this. This is my first time utilizing it with StreamYard. I'm sure that y'all saw my original video that I ever did on here. I was talking about football because I initially made this channel to discuss football. That's what this channel was initially about, where I wanted to have my J Dunn channel as my main channel, and then this channel to speak about sports primarily. And then I ended up not speaking about sports as much as I thought that I would. So then I just had this channel just lingering over here. So I was like, well, this could be a good little backup channel for me. So for the 270 of y'all that done subscribe, thank you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have the capability to share the video, share the video. That's it. But to my community wall, share my screen. To my community wall we go. So I wanted to do the full screen here. Okay, y'all. So I posted two little things up on my community wall today. Now, the first thing that I posted on my community wall was about the COVID vaccine, y'all. This mess crazy. Now, it's a woman that was paralyzed 12 hours after getting her first dose of the Pfizer. That right there was alarming to me. I've always had a highly suspicious thought when it comes to the vaccine, to the point to where I'm not in a rush to take it whatsoever. As long as I have the luxury to work from home, I feel like I just need to keep my distance from people, stay to myself, and avoid being sick at all costs. But either way, the fact that this lady was paralyzed 12 hours after getting the first dose, and then I still think about what happened with Nicole Tyler. I think about what's happened with Lex Mack. By the way, speaking of Lex Mack, has anybody heard more about Lex Mack? Is she doing okay? Let me know. Next, I wanted to point y'all into the direction of my community wall. If y'all haven't seen, I did share D-Cop's video. The video in the live that D-Cop had last night, in which Jay Speaks confessed about being a felon and told a story about being a possible victim of police brutality. This is also whenever I clicked the link to address some of the things that just didn't seem right with Jay Speaks' story. If y'all could go ahead and, check out this live. I think D-Cop had taken it down for a little bit. It was private this morning because I would have shared it this morning if it was up. But it was private this morning. So once I saw that she had put it back public, I went on ahead and shared it here. Please go over there, take a look. I put the minute mark. It was the 1 hour, 54 minute mark is the timestamp for whenever you can go and see what happened between me and Jay Speaks over there. Also, if you could subscribe to D-Cop and everything. Now I'm stopped sharing my screen. Miss Pretty Wing said he changes his narrative for each panel he is on. Right. And that's my thing. Why in the hell the story just can't be focused on the 15-year-old girl? And if I'm not mistaken, Jay Speaks said that the police brutality for him happened 4 years ago, y'all. If I'm not mistaken, 4 years ago. So it happened 4 years ago. He spoke about this 9 or 10 different felonies, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be here long. I just really wanted to come and press the button over here on this channel just so that I could start doing something over here. At first, I was like, well, maybe I'll just wait till I get 500 people over here to start going live. But then I was thinking, whenever I just want to do my quick little lives, like this one right here, when I want to do a quick little live, I might as well just come here. And that way I could just express what I got to express without feeling like I'm going to be up here too long. And to the 20 people, welcome. To everybody, welcome. But the next thing that I want to discuss is I've seen a few content creators do lives and videos related to this whole flagging thing. Now, I truly need people to really identify what it actually means to have a false flag. Too many people running around here saying that they got false flagged. Too many people are running around here saying, oh, they false flagged me for no reason. They flagged my video for no reason. If you have anybody's content that they produced on their own channel, at any point, if you have anybody's content that they produced on their own channel, if you have it on your channel and they happen to flag it, that's not a false flag. Like, I find it so funny. Like, I've been listening to people say, oh, it was false flag. I got flagged for no reason. No, people just got tired of letting you slide. People reached a point to where they no longer want to let you slide with what you were doing. And so that's the reason why they flagged. Now, one thing that people should always keep in mind. Oh, dang. Hold on, y'all. That's my other alarm. I forgot I had left that alarm over there. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad. But because I had to get a new cell phone, my old cell phone is still programmed to have certain alarms at certain times to keep me on track and scheduling my day. And so this other phone alarm was going off, but it was in the front part. It was in the front of my house. But either way, people really need to stop throwing this narrative about false flag. Anybody who built a platform based on reaction videos and whatnot, you absolutely have to know that if you got a flag or if you got a strike, it wasn't a false one. It was the fact that somebody got tired of seeing you capitalize on their content. It was because somebody got tired of you borrowing and taking from them without asking. It was because somebody got tired of you taking away from their views on their videos, because before people can actually watch the original content itself, you too busy streaming it on your own channel, trying to quote unquote react. I don't see why people don't look at that as theft. That's most definitely theft of content. I have to say, it's definitely theft of content for the content creator and whatnot. Oh, and let me go. Y'all, I forgot. I might need to just share myself. How did I forget to share myself? Here you go. Now I gotta go to my community wall so that I can share my own self. Go to my community wall and like the video if you haven't. But let me share myself. Okay. I don't see how people. Hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, hi. Sorry, I had to look away because I was trying to share myself. I ain't going to be long on here, Michelle's daughter. This is just a little quickie. I was discussing about the false flagging conversation. I was in a Viewers of Views this morning when they had a very, very good discussion about the false flagging and what that means, or why flag, why you should flag. But I find it funny how, why is it not, why are people not criticizing the people who took the content without permission, but you want to criticize the people who decided to flag it? Why? Like, I've heard people trying to be critical of Shelly and try to be critical of a Viewers of View, try to be critical of this one or that one for flagging and things like that. But I ain't heard nobody really being critical of the people that play other people's shit without permission. I ain't heard people trying to be critical about that type of stuff. Like, no, you can't take nobody's stuff. And I've always been a firm believer that you can't take stuff from people. But I got acquainted with the YouTube guidelines and things like that pretty early on within my career on here as a content creator. Because I happen to be at war with one of the most notorious flaggers ever. Y'all, like, even my email, idletalktv@gmail.com, there used to be a YouTube channel associated with that email address. But once my my channel got popped, and that's the crazy part. Now, that was actually false flagging. But once my channel had got popped, that was the channel I had with me and my friend, I just kept the email address and just didn't worry about it. But that's one thing too. The reason why I also decided to make this one my backup channel is because my email address associated with this one. Now, y'all, I'm about to give y'all a couple of nuggets. I'm going to give you a few nuggets. My email address that is associated with this channel is totally different than my email address that's associated with my main channel. What's good, Shishi? Welcome to everybody. This is the reason why when Tracy's channels mysteriously disappeared like that, when all of her backup pages disappeared all at one time, this is why. The reason for that was because she had the same email address associated with all of her backup channels. She had the same email address associated with her main channel, as well as the same email address associated with her backup channels. Y'all, this is a no-no. If you are even a content creator, if you are even in the market trying to be a content creator and have some longevity on here, you must know that you should not create your main channel and your backup channels using the same email address. Why do you ask? Because if you use the same email address for all of your channels, once one of your channels get popped, Google is banning that entire email address. So whether you only got one channel associated on here with that email address, or you got 5 channels associated with that email address, once Google pops you and bans your email address, all of those channels go along right with it. Like my idle talk TV at gmail.com, this email address, I cannot set up anything on YouTube with this address. Nothing. Because this channel got popped in 2018, VS did that. Because that channel got popped, now anytime I come on YouTube, I cannot get on YouTube if I'm logged in to my Gmail underneath this account. I can't. So I use this email address strictly for emailing with y'all, keeping up with y'all, talking to other content creators, things like that. This is strictly for mail. So for future reference, that's what people need to know. So yeah, this is the reason why I went on ahead and used this particular channel as my backup channel, because this email address that this channel is set up on is totally separate from the email address that my J Dunn channel is on. What's good, Trina Turk? What's good, the only Empress? What's good to everybody, y'all? This is my backup channel. Just subscribe to it. I just wanted to come and pop my cherry over here. I wanted to pop my cherry over here and just see how many people would actually be coming over. And especially during this awkward time of the day, I was like, whenever I just randomly want to go live, but I don't want to be live for too long, I think that I'm just going to start doing my little live over here. Normally, though, I'm not one of those people who will sporadically go live during the daytime, because I'm a firm believer that if a live is good, it's good. And I don't want it to interfere with things that I have to get done during the day because I'm too busy on the damn live. But for this one, I said I could stay here for like a half hour and then go. I think that could be enough just to start up this channel. What else? Oh, back to the thing. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my community wall where I posted D-Cop's video, or I shared D-Cop's video. So that way y'all can take a look and see about what happened with the argument with Jay Speaks. And that's my thing. I really can't, it's baffling to me that somebody could have that many types of felonies, but then supposed to have all of these types of careers and stuff. What? Like, I thought somebody just getting like 1 felony or 2 felonies is bad. But that fool sat over there on D-Cops and admitted to having like 8 or 9 and then tried to blame the police and said they trumped up the charges and things. Now, for those of y'all who did watch D-Cops thing, because, oh yeah, I was listening to Heidi's commentary. Heidi did commentary about the whole thing. Heidi, oh, you were watching it? Oh, okay. Right, because this Jay Speaks said that there were 8 police officers against him. On what planet would there be 8 police officers going against a woman? On what planet, y'all? On what planet? On what planet would 8 police officers beat up a woman? All in the name of police brutality, to beat up a woman. And notice that Jay Speaks did not say why. Jay Speaks did not say what made the 8 officers show up to begin with. Not even with just a random traffic stop or something like that. It might be 2 officers, maybe 4. But 8? But then the fool is still running around here questioning why we could potentially believe that he is that Paris Jones person that was spoken about. Now, riddle me this. If a woman is being accosted by the police, I don't think they would need 8. But now, if there is actually a convicted predator, like what Paris Jones was, then I could see why they might send 8 police officers to get Paris Jones. What's good? Let me see. Jay done that live at 7 hours, and you know Jay Speaks is long-winded and bored. Yeah, I put the timestamp on my community wall. The part where Jay Speaks wasn't up there for very long. But the part where Jay Speaks got up there and I eventually came was the 1 hour and 54 minute mark. 1 hour and 54 minute mark. And hey, just doing and not worrying about no one else. Yeah, 1 hour and 54 minutes. That's when Jay Speaks got up there to start telling the story. And I would say Jay Speaks was probably like 5 minutes into the story before I finally started talking too. But I did click the link and go up there. But yeah, ain't no way they send the 8 police officers to go get a woman. And again, he still didn't say why they came and showed up like that to begin with. It's interesting to me how people really don't question some of the stuff that we hear. And to be honest, I have to say, I did. And then she doing all that cussing on D-Cop's channel like that. But this whole situation really has taught me how to truly, like I've always thought that I thought critically and logically about things, but really trying to assess this whole situation that is Jay Speaks, I feel like it has improved the way that I think. Because too many times we just listen to what somebody say and we just take it as face value. But it's a lot about that ain't right. And y'all, if y'all over here, please definitely subscribe to this backup channel. I will greatly appreciate it. If you have the capability to share it. Do what you do. I'll probably be on here for probably like another few minutes and then I'll go so that way y'all can finish watching. Y'all can finish watching the whole thing and listen to it and see for yourselves what y'all think about it. And I guess what I can do, because I think I still got to put some more hours in later on tonight at Bigo. I got to do that. But after I put in some hours at Bigo, I may be back on my main channel to have a discussion about what y'all saw and about what y'all heard and analyze it. Because, I'm doing a little bit of an analysis over here about it. But I do want to know, once y'all see it for yourselves and listen to it for yourselves and have a chance to digest it for yourselves, what y'all think about it. Because something about it ain't right. How the old folks say, something in the buttermilk ain't clean. I think the funniest part about that panel, though, y'all, when y'all do watch it, y'all need to be looking at D-Cop face. I think it's priceless when people hold panels and the person who is the host of the panel is actually showing their face on the camera, because in that moment, you can actually see when the person is ready to bust out laughing. You can see when the person believes something that it said, when the person don't. Rewatching it again today, the funniest part of it was really trying to watch D-Cop maintain her composure and not laugh at the situation that was going on with me and Jay Speaks up there. What's good, Shelby? She was trying her best to act like she believed the story and to act like my questions that I was asking Jay Speaks were not legitimate questions, albeit funny questions, but they were legitimate. How do we know that Jay Speaks ain't lying? How do we know? That's a valid question. So yeah, we might could discuss that later on tonight. I heard everybody talking about how quiet everything has been here on YouTube today. I know on Views of You, Shelly was up there and she was trying to encourage people to potentially put their differences aside and reverse the flags on each other and all this kind of stuff. Now, Shelly was adamant in saying that she wasn't going to reverse her flag that she did for Love and Love, though. She was adamant about that. She said she's not going to do it. She will not. Because she said Love and Love is rude and disrespectful. But I don't know that they really going to come to a truce like that, because at the end of the day, I think people just really need to start playing by the rules. They need to start playing fairly by the rules here on YouTube and stop using other people's stuff. It's that simple. If you can't roast and gag somebody without playing their content, then you need to question your ability to roast and gag. If you have to use their content for visual sake, then you have to question your own creativity. That's just my thought. If you are a creative person, you will be able to get your point across without needing to take stuff from other people. What's good, Jermaine Snow? Jermaine, I saw the comment that you had left me. I saw the comment that you left me, and you left me a really good comment. I'm going to respond to it, but just know, y'all, I'm horrible at responding to comments. I really am. And it don't mean that I am not attentive. Normally, I make sure that I give the comment a like. I will like the comment, but sometimes I'm not always too quick to actually respond to the comment in question. So my apologies for that. But yeah, a lot of the times I believe that creativity is lacking and just ultimate content. What's good, Houston Brad? Girl, you would come in at the last minute. I ain't gonna be here long. I said I was gonna do 30 minutes on this backup channel, and I got like probably 3 more minutes left, and then I'll be done over here. But thank you for showing up. Please subscribe and all that. Houston Brad, I posted, no, you good, because I only came on here for 30 minutes. But Houston Brad, look on my community wall, and you should see that link to Decop's live from last night, whenever Jay Speaks was up there admitting to being a felon and saying that he went through police brutality, in which 8 police officers had jumped him. And he said that they stacked charges on him to where he's facing 9 or 10 felonies. That's my alarm trying to remind me to stay on track. Hold on. Okay. But y'all, I be having to set alarms all over the place, man. But I think that's really because when you are able to work from home, you can get so relaxed to where you are not as disciplined as you need to be. And so I try to set alarms all over the place to make sure that I stay on track and have some form of discipline. But yeah, I recommend that everybody, after I end this one, go watch that is posted on my community wall. I put the timestamp. For y'all to be able to go directly to the part. And once y'all finish watching it, like I told people, I'm going to have to go do a little bit of Bigo tonight beforehand. But then after I'm done with Bigo, then I might try to come back live over here. If I'm not too tired, I will. And we could try to break down some of that stuff. Because Houston Brad, I was even posing the question, why would 8 officers jump on a woman? If Jay Speaks is truly a woman, why would 8 police officers be needed in her arrest or whatever? Why would 8 officers be comfortable with jumping on a woman? Y'all, that's the first question to keep in mind as y'all watch. Let's start there. But either way, y'all, let me keep myself on a little bit of a pace. I just want to come through y'all real quick. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Yeah, Houston Brad. Hopefully you could join me and we could talk about it together. And I'm gonna respond. I'm horrible at responding to messages and emails, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely take a look at it and listen to what is being said. Listen to these stories based on the story that we already thought of who Jay Speaks is versus what Jay Speaks reveals about his criminal past and stuff over there. Because I mean, didn't during the Mona interview, Jay Speaks said that he had only been arrested one time and it was just for trespassing? I could have swore on the Mona interview when Mona was trying to defend him of not being Paris Jones, he said he was arrested once and that was just for trespassing. But when you listen to D-Cop over there, oh no, he said he had several run-ins with the law. So then what happened to the one instance over there at Mona's? Y'all, a lie don't care who tell it. And I'm going to end it at that. But y'all, thank you for joining me. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to this backup channel. I'm going to start utilizing it every now and then when I want to come on really, really quickly. But that's it. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Happy Thursday. I'll talk to y'all on the main channel a little bit later. Take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. Bye.